Hello. Today we're talking about point slope form and different problems that might use point slope form. Alright, so first of all, point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And whenever you're using this, you're given a slope and a point. That's why it's called point slope form. Alright, so you're only really filling in three of the blanks here, the y1, the m, and the x1. This y and this x stay the same. They don't change. Alright, so you should never be plugging in something into everything here. Just three of the things change. So, first example, say we have a slope of 5, and they give us a point that the line goes through, like 2, 3. Alright, and we just want to find and graph this equation. So, first we have to make the equation. We have y minus y1. Y minus, well, this is our x1 and y1, so y minus 3 equals 5, x minus 2. And you can graph right away from here. So we have a point, we have a slope, you can graph it. If you didn't have the stuff given up top, what pairs with the x here is our x value. And it's always opposite since this is minus in the equation. So it's going to be 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 is our point. Plot that, then use the slope to find the next point. Our slope is 5, or 5 over 1. So we would go up 5. Extend this a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1. So it's going to be a really steep line. And if you wanted to go the other direction, you could think about it as negative 5 over negative 1. So down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over negative 1 is going to be right here. So the line's going to look something like this. And it keeps going on and on forever on both sides. Another example. Say we had negative 2/3 is our slope. And they give us the point 1, 2. So we make an equation if we have to. Y minus y1. Well, our y1 is 2. Equals our slope is negative 2/3. X minus 1. That's our x1. And you can graph it from there. We know our point is 1, 2, so over 1 up 2. And to use our slope, slope is rise over run, so we have rise negative 2 means we go down 2 from the point, and then over 1, 2, 3. So the line's going to look something like this. You only need 2 points to graph a line, so that'll do it. Alright, next type of problem. Say they just give us 2 points, and they want us to find an equation in slope-intercept form. Alright, well, first, to have an equation or a line, you need a slope. So we need to find the slope of these 2 points. Well, we know the slope equation is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we pretty much just plug them in. We know our y values are second in the points. So change in y is 7 minus 0 over 3 minus negative 4, which is 3 plus 4, so we get 7 over 7, which is 1. So that's our slope. And then we can pick either of these points to find our equation. Now since this has a 0 in it, it's probably a little bit easier to use. So we're going to call this our x1 and y1 when we use point slope form. So we have y minus y1, so y minus, our y1 is 0, equals m is 1, x minus our x1 is negative 4. So we're minusing a negative 4, it's going to give us a positive 4. So going from the point to the equation, it's going to be opposites. But we need it in slope-intercept form. Right now, it's in point slope form. Slope-intercept, we just solve for y. If this were a regular number, we'd have to move it to the other side. But it's 0, so we know y minus 0 is just y. Equals And then we distribute the 1. 1 times x is x. 1 times 4 is plus 4. That's y equals mx plus b, which is what we were looking for. Slope-intercept is y equals mx plus b. Okay, last problem we're going to be using point slope form, and this would be looked at as a word problem to find the missing value in here. So we have years as our x value. So this is like our x. And unemployment rate for that year is our y value. Now usually when you're dealing with stuff like this, time, years, minutes, seconds, whatever, is our x value, and whatever time is going with is the y value. All right. So first, we know we have 3 points here, but we don't have the y value for our middle point. That's what we're trying to find. So we do have 2 given points, though. We have 2,000, comma 4.1, and 2,002, comma 6.9. Well, first thing, we have 2 points, but we need a slope. So our slope is 6.9 minus 4.1, which is 2.7, over 2002 minus 2000, which is just 2. And it's best to look at these without decimals, so let's just bump the decimal over 1 place for each. So 2.7 over 2 is the same as 27 over 20. Next, we need point slope form. So let's go ahead and plug in one of our points. This one's just 2,000, so let's use that. Call this x1, y1. So we have y minus, our y1 is 4.1, equals 27 over 20. X minus 2,000. From here, we could figure out what our y value for 2001 is. All we have to do is plug in our x value and we'll have it. So we do that. We find this by plugging in what we have. We have x, 2001. Y stays the same for now. Y minus 4.1 equals 27 over 20. And then 2001 minus 2,000. Well, that's good. That just gives us 1. So we don't really need that because we're multiplying 1 times 27 over 20 is still 27 over 20. So we get y minus 4.1 equals 27 over 20. To save some time, 4.1 as a decimal is 41 over 10 equals 27 over 20. And we'll bring this up here. To get rid of the 41 over 10, we need to add it since we're solving for y. So we're adding 41 over 10 to both sides. We need a common denominator. We know both of those go into 20. So we multiply this by 2. So we get y equals 27 over 20 plus 41 times 2 is 82 over 20. Y equals 27 plus 82, 109 over 20. Which is about 5.5. So the unemployment rate for year 2001 would be 5.5. And that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching.
going in the next video.